Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing today? How's everyone feeling after this eclipse? Lionsgate. We're in the eclipse portal now, so I know I had a really beautiful eclipse day. I guess I went out. We could see it here from Berlin. It was 85% eclipse, and there's this big field that used to be an airport, and they've just turned it into a giant park. It's like one of the most popular places to hang out in the summer in Berlin. And so we went down there to watch the eclipse because it's very clear and there's nothing obstructing the view. And like the entire city was there. Also, people were like scrambling, trying to get eclipse goggles, and they were like sold out everywhere. And yeah, it was just like it was a very beautiful thing to see so many people coming together just to sit and witness this event. And it was a very beautiful energy. Like, obviously it had like a fun party vibe because it's Berlin, but it was like a very majestic energy, and everyone was like clapping and cheering like when the eclipse hit its kind of culmination point. So that was really cool. But then yesterday, so the day after that, I felt so weird. Like, I feel so many weird energies now. It's like this like extreme purging happening. And I don't think I'm alone because I've been talking to friends and things, and everyone's feeling just like so much of their wounding, of their just feelings coming up. I've been having really weird dreams. This was weird. And if anybody has insight into this, like, please let me know in the comments, because the night of the eclipse, I had this crazy dream with a giant moth. It was like a friend, not anyone I know in real life, but in the dream it was a friend, and they turned into a giant moth with 4 wings. And then on my Instagram yesterday, I saw a reel randomly that said, "Do you know a group of moths is called an eclipse?" So I'm like, okay, what is this connection between moths and the eclipse? Why am I dreaming of it? What does it mean? I have no idea. So if you get a hit on that, please let me know for my sake, because I'm so curious. But it was a really like potent dream. Anyhoozles, I won't do a long preamble today because I'm feeling just kind of like my energy is still adjusting and integrating, so I don't have I'm not in a place to opine, to wax poetically on the nature of our human existence right now. But let's tone and let's like ground all this and see what wants to come through. So we'll do 3 deep breaths together. Can breathe in through your nose for 4, hold for 4, and exhale through a sigh for like 8 counts. So we'll breathe in, hold, and sigh it out. Breathe in, hold, sigh it out. Then breathe in, hold, sigh it out. Okay, let's see what wants to come through. Please join in any way that feels natural. You can sing your own melodies, move, dance, sit and listen, however it feels best.
It's really interesting because these kind of the same kind of toning vibe probably and melodies and patterns are starting to come through more often, where it used to be really different each time, but it's starting to feel very similar in the past few weeks. So oh, excuse me, as I say that my throat's like whoa. So yeah, they must be wanting to come through. It's all kind of like minor keys and yeah, interesting. So let me know how that felt for you. Please comment, and if you got any hits or intuition. I have to say I am finding the energy so potent right now, and my manifestations they're coming through like instantly almost. I needed to get a new bike. My bike has just completely fallen apart over the past couple months, and then it got a flat tire, and I was like, you know what, it's going to cost more to fix this bike than get a new one. And I looked on the and I literally, this happened yesterday, so I'm like, okay, I need a new bike. Today I go on the eBay Kleinanzeigen, which is like a German like secondhand place to sell and buy things, and there was a bike around the corner from me for like no money, exactly my size, perfectly suitable bike for my needs. I went and saw it right away, got it. And then the guy who sold it to me was so nice, and then I gave him my old junk bike, and I was like, if you want to fix it up, like, sell it, please feel free. So it was this really beautiful, just like, oh, you need a bike? Here's a bike. I take it the bike, and I give it the bike away. So I don't know, I'm just feeling that this is happening more and more, where it's like, I think it happens. There it goes. So yes, please comment. Also like and subscribe. I'm trying to build up my follower count and make this a really robust community, and I would love to do kind of like group live toning together. It's so powerful. So if that suits you, please like and subscribe and comment and all the things. Now I will do, some of the cards were turned around. They were turned around. Okay, I'm gonna do a collective tarot reading, short one, just to see what wants to come through. Oh my goodness, my cards are, what's going on, cards? It's
like some kind of house elf got in here and messed them all up. So what wants to come through for the collective? What did I? Okay. Wait. Okay. The first two cards are good. Let's see. Okay, we're just waiting on one final card to come through. It's being a little pokey. Oh, can you see guys my dog in the background? He almost never comes out for these videos. Usually he likes to hide away in the bathroom for some reason. It's like his favorite spot. But today he's coming out to say hi, make himself known. Ooh, okay. Well, that's interesting. Okay, so first card is the Emperor. Now the Emperor doesn't necessarily have a negative connotation, but for me it kind of does, because it feels like that like domination, control, power hungry vibe. But it can also just be about leadership, you know, and all the like the divine masculine qualities that are very noble and lovely. But I see the Emperor more as like someone that wants power and control and domination. And then in the second position we have death. So that's an ending, a transition to something new. And then the final card is the Hermit, which is about going inward to find your inner light, and then you can light the way for others. So, I mean, this very clearly to me is just like the end of this kind of patriarchal, male dominated control hierarchical society that we are living in. It's ending. That's what all of this chaos and turmoil is. We're in this transition phase, and we're looking inward. We're finally like starting to wake up. We're going inward. We're figuring out what's important. We're starting to do the inner work towards a more enlightened view. And on the bottom of the deck is the Fool. So that's the 0 card. It's a new beginning, a new adventure jumping off. And then on the top of the deck is the King of Pentacles. This is a very grounded, mature, masculine energy. Also, it's about money, so it can be about many things. But yeah, I would say what we're experiencing right now is the death of this really toxic, control-hungry system that we're in that wants to dominate and control. Dominate and control so much. And we're transitioning to a look inward, maybe to bring it in, and figuring out what, I don't know why that's not sitting with me. It's like there's a grief. All of this turmoil and just like seeing really what the world that we're living in with clear eyes, the mask is kind of pulled off and we're seeing all the ugliness. We're seeing the amount of like hurt we're inflicting on people. We're seeing the people in pain. We're seeing just ungodly amounts of unhoused people and people with mental health issues and addiction and the lack of support. And so this is all, it has to be seen to be changed, and it's all kind of, we're in this this ending and new beginning, and it's bringing us back into ourselves, but there's a lot of grief with that, and there's a bit of like, bit of like walling ourselves off from the world for a bit, so we can like sit with that and tune into our inner selves. Yeah, there's like a tuning in that needs to happen, that all of this big energy is bringing about. So that's my reading for today. I'm going to keep this one short and sweet. Thank you so much for being here with me, and I'll be back next week. Mwah. Bye.